Editing assemblies during takeoff. So if I wanted to, say, route another assembly in here, something of that nature for a feeder, I can click on feeder here and start to populate the items in here. So we'll run this in number 4 with 3 conductor. We'll throw this into a conduit here. We'll populate our different values in here that we may want as we're going to do this. But now there is the edit button here. So clicking on the edit button opens up the time of takeoff assembly editor. So if we needed to add more conductors in here with a different size or that sort of information in here, we've got all of the formulas that we have in here. Let's say that I just wanted to use drop length and quantity for my conductors here. I'm going to copy this part of the formula, and then I can search for, say, RW90 in here and put, say, another couple of RW90 conductors in, or that sort of information. So if I wanted to bring in some branch circuits in here, different colors or black or whatever I wanted to do in here, I can bring that in. And let's say I want to run this in number 12 and I wanted this plus my drop length in here. There we go. And if I wanted to have 3 more of these, I could put them in individually. So we can show doing that right now. We've got our white coming in. And let's say I wanted 2 more blacks coming in. I can do that in here. And same sort of thing. I'm going to add in my drop length formula. But in this case, I'm going to take all of that and multiply it by 2. And that way I'm going to get the equivalent of 2 more conductors in here and add that in. And once I've finished plugging all of this in, I can close this and start to draw this in as usual. So if I bring this over here, I'm going to plug this in and right click. And now if we look down in our audit trail, we can see that this is our feeder that we've plugged in here. It is our global feeder assembly, but it has been modified in this estimate. So it is highlighted yellow and it is saying who has modified it here. And if I expand this out, I'm going to pull up my audit trail here, and we can see that we have our white and our black extra number 12 conductors in here. This works with any assembly, global item assembly at time of takeoff. If I were to take off another one of these assemblies in here, just with essentially the same, but without editing it, it's going to go back to our standard assembly here, whatever the global assembly is for that, without the extra elements that we've plugged in there. So you can essentially modify your assemblies at the time of takeoff as necessary to ensure that you get the most accurate bill of materials into your estimate.